Have you ever driven down a road at night and felt like the woods were watching you? Not like, oh, that's creepy watching you. I mean that deep gut feeling like something is just standing out of sight, waiting for you to look the wrong way. Now imagine this. You're driving, it's late, no other cars, and your headlights catch something in the road. At first, you think it's a deer or a dog, but then it moves. And it's not walking, it's crawling on all fours, too fast, too smooth, like it's practiced. And before your brain even understands what you're seeing, it slips into the trees and disappears. No sound, no footsteps, no explanation. Tonight, we're talking about one of the strangest modern cryptids out there. What is a crawler? So let's start with the basics. Crawler is the name people give to pale humanoid creatures that's reported all over the United States, especially in rural areas, forest edges, and backroads. It's not an official animal. It's not something you'll find in a textbook. It's a cryptid, meaning it's a creature that people report seeing, but science hasn't confirmed it exists. And crawlers are usually described in the same exact way: extremely pale, almost white, or gray skin, thin body, but sometimes described as skeletal long arms and long legs, a natural movement, and in many cases, it moves on all fours. And when the witnesses say on all fours, they don't mean like a bear, they mean like a human, with the body proportions all wrong, almost spider like. Some people say it has huge eyes, no nose, a wide mouth, or a head that looks too large for its body. Other witnesses say it look almost blank, like a person with the life drained out of it. But the most consistent detail is this: when you see one, it feels like you're seeing something you were never meant to see. Why are crawlers a modern cryptid? Now, here's where it gets interesting. Bigfoot has a timeline. The Beast of Busco has a timeline. Even Mothman has a timeline. But crawlers, because the word crawler is a modern label, if someone saw something like this in 1950, they wouldn't say, I saw a crawler. They'd say, I saw a wild man. I saw something naked in the woods. I saw a pale creature by the creek. I saw a demon. I saw something that looked human but wasn't. So the creature might not be new, the name is new, and the reason crawlers exploded in popularity is simple. The internet connected the patterns. In the early to mid 2010s, stories started spreading fast online, and suddenly, thousands of people were describing the same thing. Same body, same movement, same fear. So whether crawlers are real or not, the phenomenon is real. The crawler encounter pattern. Most crawler sightings follow a similar pattern, and it's almost like the creature behaves the same way every time. Step 1. The feeling before anyone sees anything, they feel watched. They describe it like pressure in the air, a heavy feeling in the chest, and sudden anxiety. Woods going quiet. Step 2. The glimpse, they see movement in the tree line, a pale shape, something crouched. Not enough to fully identify, just enough to make your brain panic. Step 3. The reveal. The creature moves into the open, or crosses the road, or crawls up an embankment, and the witness finally sees it clearly. Long limbs, thin body, pale skin. Step 4. The speed. This is where most people lose it, because crawlers aren't slow. They're described as sprinting on all fours, crawling fast like a spider, moving in short bursts, vanishing into the trees instantly. Step 5. Disappearance. No sound, no trail, no evidence left behind, just the memory, and sometimes feeling that it's still there. What could it actually be? Now, we have to do the truth check, because when it comes to crawlers, the biggest question is, are people really seeing a cryptid? Or are they misidentifying something normal in the dark? Here are the most realistic explanations people suggest. Misidentification. Number 1. A deer can look terrifying in headlights. Their eyes reflect light. Their bodies can look stretched at certain angles. But deer don't move like humans, and they don't crawl. Misidentification number 2. Bears can stand up. They can look humanoid for a moment, But Indiana doesn't have bears everywhere, and bears don't usually look like pale, tall, thin people. Misidentification number 3, a person. This one is uncomfortable, but real. Some encounters could be someone in distress, someone living off the grid, someone on substances, someone messing around, but again, that doesn't explain the speed and the movement described in some sightings. Misidentification number 4, darkness and fear. Your brain fills in blanks in the dark, shadows stretch, trees move in the wind, and if you're already nervous, your mind can turn a raccoon into a monster. So here's the honest truth. Some crawler sightings probably have normal explanations, but here's the problem. Not all of them do, because some people do report seeing these things up close, not a shadow, not a silhouette, a full body creature, and they remember every detail. Is there any proof to this? So what evidence do we have? Photos, videos. There are tons of crawler videos online, but most are low quality, too far away, filmed at night, easily faked, and impossible to verify. Tracks and physical signs, unlike Bigfoot, crawlers don't leave a lot of evidence behind. Why? Because most sightings happen on roads near tree lines during quick encounters. Nobody is out there measuring footprints at 2 a.m. after seeing something across the road. Sounds, some people claim crawlers make noises, clicking, chittering, screeching, whispering, but in Indiana, you've got wildlife that can sound absolutely insane at night. Fox screams alone will convince you there's a demon in the woods. The strongest evidence? Consistent witness accounts. The best evidence isn't physical, it's the pattern. Thousands of people describe pale humanoid, thin body, long limbs, crawling, movement, vanishing, fast seen near woods and backroads. That doesn't prove it's real, but it does prove people are experiencing something. I want to share a witness style encounter that matches a lot of what people claim to experience in the Midwest. Now, just to be clear, I'm not saying that this is a confirmed fact. This is a reported encounter, reconstructed from multiple accounts that share the same details. Names and the exact location are left out for privacy. It starts like a lot of these stories do. A person is driving home late at night, 2-lane back road, no street lights, just trees and darkness on both sides. They said it was on one of those nights where the fog sits low, almost like smoke, and your headlights don't really cut through it. They just light up a wall of light. They're maybe going 40, 45 miles an hour, radio off, just the hum of the road, and then they notice something. Not in the middle of the road, but on their shoulder. At first they think it's a deer, but then they realize it's too low to the ground and too still. They slow down, and that's when they said the feeling hit them. That heavy something is watching me, feeling like the air got thicker, the woods got quieter. No bugs, no wind in the trees, just silence. As their car rolls closer, their headlights catch more. Clearly, it's pale, not like light skin, like gray-white, like it doesn't belong outside. They said it was crouched down near the ditch, almost folded up. Arms and legs bent in a way that looked wrong, and then it moved. Not a jump, not a run. It crawled, and it crawled fast. It crossed the road in front of the car in just a second or two, on all fours, like a person, moving like an animal. They described the arms as too long, the movement too smooth, and right before it disappeared into the trees, it turned its head, like it looked directly at them. And that's the moment they said their body froze, because it didn't feel like an animal reacting to headlights. It felt like something that knew it was being watched, and it didn't care. They hit the brakes hard, heart racing, hand shaking, and they just sat there for a second, staring at the tree line. They didn't get out, they didn't open the door, they didn't even roll the window down. They just whispered to themselves, "Nope," and drove off. But here's the part that sticks with people. They said for the next few miles, they couldn't shake the feeling that something was still there. Not behind the car, but in the woods pacing them. Like it had moved back into the darkness and was watching from the tree line the entire time. Now, that could have been a person. Could it have been a deer seen at a strange angle? Maybe. But the reason this report matters is because it matches the same details people describe again and again. Pale skin, long limbs, all fours, fast movement, and that deep gut feeling that whatever it wasn't supposed to be there. Why Indiana and the Midwest is perfect for crawler stories. Now let's bring this home. Why do crawler stories hit so hard in places like Indiana? Because Indiana is the perfect setting. You've got long, empty roads, tree lines that stretch for miles, thick woods, abandoned barns, old buildings, old railroad tracks, and marshes. And you've got something else: silence. There are places in Indiana where if something screams in the woods, nobody's coming. And that's what makes crawler stories feel so real, because they don't feel like a Hollywood monster. They feel like something that lives just outside the light. Now, what are the theories? What are crawlers? Let's dive into a little bit. And if crawlers are real, what are they? Here are the top theories I was able to find to share with you guys. Theory 1: underground humanoid. This theory says crawlers live underground. Caves, storm drains, old mine tunnels. The pale skin makes sense. The nighttime behavior makes sense. And the way they vanish quickly, maybe they slip into places humans can't follow. Theory 2: unknown species. Some people believe it's a rare animal, an undiscovered predator. But here's the issue: how do you hide a population of tall humanoids in 2026? Cameras are everywhere. So if they exist, they'd have to be extremely rare, extremely intelligent, or living somewhere we don't go. Now, theory 3: paranormal and interdimensional. This is the theory that gets the most attention because crawlers aren't just seen, they're felt. People report sudden silence, weird lights, missing time, feeling like they were hunted, and strange dreams afterwards. So some believe crawlers aren't animals at all. There's something that slips in and out, something that doesn't belong here all the time. Now, theory 4. This one might be one of the realest. The crawler is a modern myth that feeds itself. This is the skeptic theory, that the more people hear about crawlers, the more they interpret shadows as crawlers. The fear spreads, the stories spread, and the legend grows. And honestly, that could really be part of it too. Picture this. It's a Midwest back road. No streetlights, trees close to the road. You're driving home late, and you're tired. And then you see it, a pale shape at the edge of the road. It's crouched, down like it's hiding. You slow down, your headlights hit it, and it turns. Not like an animal, not like a person. And then it moves. It crawls into the road, fast. Your brain freezes because you're watching something that should not be moving that way. And just before you can react, it launches into the trees. Gone. No sound, just the feeling that it wanted you to see it. Now, what should you do if you do see one? Now, I'm not here to tell you that crawlers are 100% real, but I am here to tell you this. If you ever see something like this, treat it like it's real. Here's what you do. Do not approach it. Get to safety, a car, house, or a public area. Don't chase it into the woods. Trust your instincts. You're in danger. Call for help. Curiosity gets people hurt. So what are crawlers? A myth? A cryptid? A misidentification? Or something else entirely? The truth is, we don't have the proof to say they're real, but we also don't have the proof to say every witness is lying. And the scariest part is, crawlers don't feel like an old legend. They feel like something happening right now, like something we're only just starting to notice. And if that's true, then the question isn't, do crawlers exist? The question is, how long have they been here? So if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below. Have you ever seen something in the woods that didn't move right? And if you're from Indiana, what county are you from? Because the next episode might be closer to home than you think. Subscribe for more. This is the weird, unknown, and unseen. I'll see you in the next one.